So here we are in Maya. We're going to want to apply that texture to these areas right along here. So how do we do that? That is a great question. First off, I can tell you that we're going to have problems without making it seamless, but let me show you that and then we'll go into Photoshop and fix it. So I'm going to go into face mode here and I'm going to select all these faces along here and all the way along here. So in Maya, I've got these faces selected. I'm going to assign a new material. I'll hold down the right mouse button and assign new material. I'm just going to go with a Lambert here for now. And I'm going to open up my rendering editor's Hypershade right here. We're spending some time in the Hypershade. And what I'm going to do here is I've got this Lambert that I just created, this Lambert 2 right there. And I'm going to name it Strap. And I'm going to apply an image texture to it by just clicking this button for color and then clicking File. And then now I've got this file node here. I'll click that and I will go up to my images and see I've got the strap PSDs. I don't want those. I want the one that I enabled strap1.jpg because it's a lot smaller. And even this is pretty big, a 1.8 megabyte texture. That's a large texture there. Okay, you can see how it's squeezing it along here. It's going to do the same out here. So what I'm going to have to do is, to see this on here, I'm going to go to Shading and then Hardware Texturing, and then you can see I've just got something going on here, but it looks terrible. So what I have to do is actually place the texture on there with a UV planar projection. So depending on which axis you're on, you have to select an axis here. So I'll leave it on Y there and hit Apply, and obviously that did not work, right? So now I'll hit Z, hit Apply, still didn't work. I'll go X, Apply. Oh, I know what's going on here. Okay, so I have to reselect the polys that I want to apply that planar projection to. Now I can do that right here. I can go through and select all these polys right here in my main menu window. Or I could do this in the UV editor, and we will be using the UV editor quite a bit when doing texturing. But for right now, I'll just show you. I'll hit this button here. I'll go back to Y and hit Apply there, and you can see it applied it correctly along the top, but not along the sides. So now we're starting to get into texturing, but you can see there's going to be a lot of issues with using this texture. One, it doesn't wrap along here, and it doesn't wrap along seamlessly. Two, I've got these little metal areas where I've got a real metal object that I want to be using. All right, so I could put these over it. I could move them into position, and it looks like I need to recenter these pivots because my pivot's way over here. So I can just go Modify and Center Pivot. Okay, that's an easy fix there. So I could move these like that, and that's an option to cover it up. But I still have to solve this issue right here and this issue right here. So what am I going to do? Well, texturing is a very complex thing, and we could get crazy with it. So I want to show you the easiest solve for this right now. Maybe in later tutorials we'll do some more complex things as you learn the UV editor and all the little tricks and whatnot. So first, let's go ahead and make this texture seamless. I'll see you back in Photoshop.